What up, YouTube? Pills for Speed here. Here we are another day doing some upgrades on the SR. Basically, the reason I hadn't uploaded a video in a couple of weeks is because I sent my ECU out to a racing company for its ROM tune. Basically, I have the T28 ball bearing turbo that comes standard off the S15, and with the stock ECU I was only pushing about 10 pounds safely. So now that I've tuned it, I'll be able to up the boost. So with that, I got some 750cc injectors by 5.0 that I'll be installing on this vid, and also the new ISIS Z32 MAF airflow sensor, since we'll be pushing a little bit more volume of air, one of the upgrades that you're going to need. So basically what I did is remove the old air filter, and then you're going to need the existing bolts from there to connect this aluminum piece on there. And then once you do that, here you have the cone that'll pretty much just tie onto that, and then back onto the piping here. And then all we got to do is just make some small splicing into the existing one, because this only has 3 wires and the new MAF airflow has 4 wires. So let's get started. Alright, so here we are at the fuel injectors. Basically the best way to take off your injectors is to remove the whole fuel rail, and for that you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts you have to remove. Keep in mind that when you're removing these bolts, comes with this little black rubber washer that goes inside. So over here on the first screw, when I pulled it out, it fell into a crevice of no return. So I noticed that all the other bolts have those as well. Just got to be real careful when taking them out. You remove these little hats from the back with 2 star screwdrivers. They also have a lock washer. Doesn't fall off, but just be careful if it does. And basically just give your injectors a little twist. Don't forget to spray a little bit of WD-40 here in the wedge, just so it can make it a little bit easier. And keep at it, and maybe with a screwdriver you can pluck it out. So I'm going to give that a try, but I'm going to have to put the camera down because I only have myself. So I'll be back. So this is one way that you can put out your injectors. You just screw the screw in and get into that little groove there. Just slowly give it a little pry. Yeah, these fuel injectors, they're really stuck in there, and it's probably better if you do it with someone else. But you can see it there, how it's popping up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera down so I can get another screwdriver there on the other end and pop it out. But yeah, so far I got 2. That's the way I've been doing it, so works good. So here we have the new injectors by this company here, 5.0 Motorsports. Got them from Injector Racing, and they're 750 cc's. And basically these are going to go in the same way that these came out, pretty much just reverse everything. And they even supply you with a little bit of lube and the flow chart. It's pretty cool. So yeah, let's get back to installing them and putting back on the fuel rail, and it'll be ready. Alright, so here we are back. We can finally get finished up. 24 hours has since passed. Basically what happened to me is, as I was pulling out the fuel injectors, these little O-rings here, well, one of them popped out, fell in there, and I could not get it out. Luckily for me, there was a local O'Reilly's auto parts store, and I was already feeling that I might have to order it and wait a whole week before I get it again in the mail. But luckily they had a 96 240SX that had the fuel injector kit to come with the little O-ring donut, the exact same size. So we'll be able to finally put it on our fuel injectors and get it finished up. My ECU comes in today. Today's Saturday, so we're like 9 in the morning. I'm expecting it here by noon. So I just want to have everything installed, all ready to go, so it's just plug and play. So let's finish up with our fuel injectors, and we'll be back. Alright, so finally got the fuel injectors fully put on, fit like a champ. Next on to the mass airflow sensor. Basically what I'm using is this. So alright, so this is basically what it looks like. It was pretty easy once you have the diaphragm. This I downloaded. You can pretty much see here how it is. And actually the white from the car goes onto the white wire, and the solid black from the car goes onto the black wire. The only one was the yellow. The yellow will go to the striped black with white stripe. That's the power. And then this one actually goes to a ground, so I just made a ground real quick. So other than that, just gonna tape it up and it's good to go. That's the Z32 MAF install. The only thing I need is the clamp. The clamp that comes with it was a little bit too small, so as soon as I get the car going, it's straight to the parts store to get a bigger clamp. And other than that, she's all done. Here are the injectors. All you can see is the little red on the top. Now just wait for the postal service to get here with my ECU. Oh, here it is. Who cares about the mail? This is what I'm talking about. There it is. Let's get her installed. Can't wait a minute longer.